Hey everybody, welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I'm your host Tina, and for this short review episode, we have a very, very special guest. I would like to introduce you. Actually, no, not introducing because you've been on here before. Sorry. Back again is Shamara.
Hi.
How are you doing, Shamara?
I'm fine, Tina.
Great. Thank you for being on this episode. I just want to point out that actually, I'm glad you're on. Another reason why I'm glad you're on this episode, not the only reason. Another reason why I'm glad you're on this episode is because Shamara and I are working on a little side project, which we don't want to delve into the details right now. But once it's all done, you'll be seeing the end result, which I think will come out really good. And but yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot more of Shamara soon. So anyway, this episode is just going to be focused on our review of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that just came out.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Now, a little back history or backstory or whatever for us to set this up. Both of us are fans of the series, of the characters. Now, did you read the comics way back in the day?
Actually, I did not.
I didn't either. See, I didn't even know there were comics until somebody told me. So I was like, nope, don't know anything about that. But definitely watched the cartoons when I was younger, and I had the toys. I remember my mom searched all these different toy stores trying to find the April O'Neil toy, and then she finally found it. She's awesome. Aww. But yeah, I had the toys, and then I remember going to see the first movie in the movie theater, but it came out in 1990, so that means I was 6. Yeah, and I'm like, really? But I remember going to see it, so that's weird. I don't know. But whatever. Me, my dad, and my brother used to watch them and stuff, so that's how I'm a fan. Like the second movie, the third one, and then the computer animated movie I thought was okay. Wasn't great, but it was okay. And then now there's the newer cartoon that's out, and I haven't really seen that. I've heard it's actually pretty good, but I've never seen it. Yeah. What about you? All that stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of the same. The first movie, also the second movie, pretty good. Third movie, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what happened?
And then, but instead of the comic books, I was leaning more towards the video games.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I guess my brother was into them, and I just kind of took that on too. And then the animated, like the series, and then the new animated series, I have seen that one, and they are pretty good, I will say. So they kind of got me excited about this new movie, even though, yeah.
Exactly. I'll have to check out the new cartoon then, I guess. But now that you mentioned the video games, I remember having the Nintendo game. Back in the day. Yeah. But, so basically we have similar backgrounds for this movie. So, from the first, let's see, I only saw the teaser, but I'll say from the first trailers, I was like, oh boy. It's a Michael Bay version of the Turtles movie. And you got Megan Fox playing April O'Neil. I don't know. The whole thing was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the teaser, I was like, and then at the very end, they have, Leonardo jumps down, you see him stand, and then that's when Michelangelo's like, oh, chill, it's just a mask, and he takes his blindfold thingy off, and, ooh! I was like, good God, they're horrible looking. They have lips, they have nostrils, I didn't like it at all. And then,
warts.
Oh, God, when we were talking, throughout the summer, we've been talking about the movies that we're most excited for and all that kind of thing. And this one was always just I can't get past their face.
Yeah.
And then I didn't, obviously I didn't watch any of the other trailers. And I tried to stay away from any of the stills and stuff online. I know there were some pictures that came out of Splinter, or he was in a commercial or something like that, but I stayed away from all those. So my first time seeing Splinter was actually in the movie, and the other Turtles, pretty much too. But yeah, I was like, I'll go see it because I'm curious and I'm a fan, but I hate the way they look. I think they look so creepy. So that was my expectations going in.
Which were none.
Yeah, pretty crap.
Yeah.
But, and then I also must add that we saw a free screening, so we didn't actually pay. And I think that did soften the blow a little bit. When you don't actually have money invested, it's a little bit you're more forgiving, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have to wait in line, so we did pay with our time, I guess you could say. But yeah. So, okay, we went and saw it. Just, what did you think of it?
Oh boy, okay. Well, the movie was definitely fun. I want to say that first and foremost. Like it was interesting the way Michael Bay did everything. He pretty much made Transformers with turtles, which is what everybody kind of expected.
Right.
So,
and wait, I just want to say, we are going to spoil this movie. I mean, it's a given, but we are going to have spoilers for the movie. Also, we are well aware that he only is listed as producer of the movie. It was, I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy who did Battle Los Angeles is the guy who technically directed it.
Yeah.
But we know the drill.
Yeah.
So, that being said, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, so sorry. Now, his influence was definitely all over that film.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
It stank. Like, Megan Fox made it stink. Like, the pew sounds made it, they were everywhere.
That sound makes me cringe. Like, I really can't stand that sound effect. It's just, it's played out, and it's definitely always in his movies, but just, it's in every single trailer now. I hate it so much.
It's ridiculous. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
But,
You're awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. But nitpicking because we're fans. I did not like Splinter.
Oh, yeah.
That was horrible.
There was something, and yes, I am afraid of rodents, and I especially don't like rats. But that being said, there was something about his CGI that looked off. Like, it wasn't on the same level, I think, as the turtles.
No.
Because, like, the turtles, when they were interacting with people and stuff, I thought it looked fine for the most part. But him, there was something, maybe it's because he has hair, and it's harder with, like, hair and stuff. But, I don't know, something was off about him. Like, the one in the 1990 movie looked better.
Yes, it did.
The puppet, Jim Henson one looked
Definitely.
better. But, he was pretty creepy looking.
Yeah, he was. And the fact that he did not learn from his master in his cage, I'm sorry, that really bothered me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then the bad guys pretty much stole his story, and it was just all, that part was just, I cannot forgive that.
That's definitely a big thing. And I knew that was going to happen very early on, because they had said something about, oh, God, I don't remember exactly, but somehow they made mention of, like, April's father creating the turtles. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, I don't remember that from the cartoons. So I was like, oh boy, they're gonna change the storyline. So I guess since I knew that going in, I was kind of like, I don't like the changes. I prefer the original ones. But since I knew that going in, it wasn't too horrible. Yeah. And there were definitely plot holes galore in the storyline. But, for this kind of movie, a little bit is okay, that's to be expected, but there definitely were a lot of plot holes.
Yes.
And so before we get too nitpicky, I want to say that, I was kind of the same thing. I mean, it's fun, and it was definitely better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be completely horrible.
That's true.
Like, really, really bad. So, and again, I didn't pay money for it, and I'm a cheapskate. But, that being said, it was okay.
Yeah.
If you're a fan, I don't know, it depends, like, what kind of fan you are, because, like, we just explained how we're fans, but I think we're also a little bit more forgiving. Yeah. Like, my boyfriend won't even go see the movie. He has a thing with Michael Bay, which is justified, but he won't even go see the movie, and I'm like, well, that's just how some people are, but if you're, like, a real diehard who is, like, super into, everything and can't, just don't go see it. Actually, I would say, if you have kids, maybe go see it. Yeah. But otherwise, just wait for I'd say Redbox is fine. $1.20 or whatever it costs now is fine. That's worth it. But it's not something you have to go see in the theater. No. But yeah, overall, that's my big thing from it. Since it wasn't as horrible as we thought it was going to be, what was your favorite part about the movie?
I will have to
Megan Fox. Right?
Oh, no. I could have just wiped her completely out and that would have been great. I think my favorite part about the movie was, the turtles themselves, minus the lips, because I know people were forgiving because the turtles look so awesome that you kind of forgot that they had lips. Yeah. But I didn't. So I couldn't get past that. But But again, I forgave it because they were
Right.
awesome. And then my second most favorite thing about the movie is something that a lot of people did not like, which was Shredder, because I love robots and stuff like that.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool with the, you know, but it wasn't Shredder to me, but
Right.
I liked the suit and the way
His
it was.
suit was, yeah, he definitely did look Autobot-ish.
Yeah, he did.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Turtles were awesome. Like, I really loved, Michelangelo's definitely the weirdest looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think that I love the nerdiness of Donatello. And I mean, they actually made him look physically more like his personality.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did that for all of them.
Yeah,
And,
I agree, yeah.
And Raphael was like
Ralphie.
ginormous. I know Ralphie.
Yeah.
He was ginormous, and I'm like, that's kind of what you expect with all that attitude.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the biggest and the brawniest.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I'll say right now, my favorite part about this movie was the Turtles, and I expected that to be one of the worst parts of the movie for me. So, like, you know how I was bitching in all these episodes about how weird the Turtles look? Didn't even care. I loved them in this movie. If they make, and they probably will, a sequel, I really hope that they just get some better screenwriters and just give you more Turtles.
Yeah.
I thought they looked great, and I mean, you know, they have the banter and stuff, and but I loved how each one looked different. I do agree that Michelangelo looked the weirdest, and I think it was a mistake, actually, to do the teaser trailer with his reveal, because he's the one who looks the weirdest, and that was very off-putting.
Yeah.
But besides that, I agree, like, you know, Raph's real stocky, and and then Donatel's a little bit more slender, and it was, and then Michelangelo's a little bit, he looks younger, like he's smaller, and so I love the Turtles. I thought they were definitely the best part of the movie for me. And surprisingly, I was really surprised about that. I was a happy surprise, though, because that's what you want your best part of your movie
Definitely.
to be. One like this. And then, with Shredder, for me, you know, because I'm not into the whole robot thing, but he was definitely like a secondary villain, I'd say.
Yeah.
William, is his name Fichtner? His character, I forget his character's name, but he was more the main bad guy.
Yeah.
So that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're expecting Shredder. That's it. But, I mean, he did look cool, and then especially during the fight scenes and stuff, he was moving so fast, and he's, like, so bulky and big, so that was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, he did look like a Transformer. That was a little weird. Let me think what else. Megan Fox, now, see, I've never really had, like, a major problem with her. She's, like, she is what she is kind of thing to me, personally. She would not be my first choice, or second, or third, or 10th choice to play April O'Neil. But for this movie, she was okay, but whatever. I do think that they focused, I'm like jumping around here, but one of the worst parts of the movie to me was there weren't enough Turtles. Yeah. They focused a lot. Like, I'd say the first... third or 2/3 almost of the movie is really just about her, and you're like, I just want to see the Turtles. But so yeah, for me it was that there weren't enough Turtles. She was okay, but whatever. And also the movie, I didn't like the editing at all. I thought it was super choppy. Yeah. And now I'm always complaining that movies are too long nowadays. It's like they're like, well, we just have to make it longer because that means it's better. But a lot of times it's like the scene drags. Or it's bringing down the high from the other ones. Like, I'd rather have a trim, awesome, fantastic movie where there's no, you know, lulls or anything than to have something, it's 2.5 hours. But it's like, this should just be the director's cut. Yes. It's just, you know, we'll get it on DVD or something. So, but no, for this movie, it's an hour and 40 minutes. But I feel like they could have used an extra 10 minutes or so and just slowed it down just a little. Not the actual action. I mean, the action scenes were shot kind of stupidly, but that just seems to be the way now, which is annoying. Yeah. But just jumping from scene to scene, it's like, let things linger for just a couple extra frames. Yeah. It was just too fast I think it detracted from the movie. I guess kids won't really care. Little kids wouldn't care too much about that, but there's no reason why they couldn't. Like, they could have done that. It's an easy fix. Yeah. But yeah, this is probably one of the very few times where I'd say they needed to add a little bit. Yeah,
just enough to give it a smooth transition into the next scene.
Yeah, because the editing even between singular scenes. It was just like, oh, wait, we needed another shot.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, it's like, where are we now? I don't know.
Yeah, really. Like so yeah, the not enough turtles and just the editing or whatever were the worst parts for me. What about you?
I don't know. This list could be long.
Oh yeah,
because I'm trying to keep it simple, but like I said, I'm a fan, and the parts that I like were not there or not done right, so it's kind of like frustrating.
Yeah.
But definitely the editing. Definitely April's storyline was too long.
Yeah.
Because you don't really care about her until she meets them.
Yeah.
So her background, we don't care about her background.
Whatever.
Yeah. So it was all that, and then the I don't know, like the comic relief guy, that wasn't Mikey. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, a lot of his, I was like, that's unnecessary. It's
he was there basically. He was just the driver. Like, I thought maybe that somehow they would throw some little thing in there to show that maybe he'll become Casey Jones, or he is Casey Jones. And then when they didn't do that, I was like, oh, that was really an unnecessary character. I mean, I like Will Arnett. I think he's funny, but it just, you didn't need him in the movie.
No, not at all. Not at all. I just, but yeah, I didn't, like I said before, I didn't like that. The bad guy, I think his name was Stahl or something like that. Something with
something
S-T-A.
with Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like that he totally stole Splinter's story. I wasn't down with that.
Yeah.
And I mean, but other than that, like I said, I tried to be forgiving because it was fun. It was funny. The turtles were funny whenever you got to them.
Yeah, whenever they were on screen.
Yeah. And I will say this, and nobody really noticed because they're probably... when you're watching the movie, you're focused on the movie. But I'm all about, as soon as I see a child walk in the theater, I'm like, uh-oh. You know, so I did notice there was not a peep. There was no crying. There was no screaming. There was no talking. There was no whining. The kids, well, it definitely... And I think that's another reason for the short editing, because like you said, the kids aren't going to care.
Yeah.
And it grabbed their attention.
Yeah.
And so it did that job. So... I did think that was a good thing if their main audience, which I think it was the kids. This is not made for fans. This was made for the kids.
This is for fans that have kids. And it's like, hey, it's Turtles. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Take your kids.
Yeah.
Buy the toys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, the storyline, I was just like, what? No.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, a bit convoluted there.
Also, I say no fans, but the new generation of fans, because the cartoons and stuff came out again before this movie.
Right, that's true. Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah.
But,
and, wait, there was something else I wanted to say. So, all that being said, I did check IMDb earlier today, and as of right now, it's like the #1 movie. It's beating out Guardians, which I don't know about that, but whatever. But, so that being said, I feel like they'll probably make a sequel for this.
Yeah.
Would you go see that? Would you go see it in the theater, or if not, would you just wait and rent it?
No, I would not see it in the theater, unless it was free. But I probably would see it like on Redbox or on HBO or something like that.
Right.
Because I am a fan of like action movies, and I would go in with that mindset, knowing I want to see some turtles do some action, and that's it. I wouldn't expect anything. But out of curiosity, just like the first one, out of curiosity, I would go see it.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, unless the trailer was really horrendous, I would probably go see it. Yeah. Just because I'm a sucker. But, like, can you imagine? Because, like, okay, remember the first movie? I watched that somewhat recently, maybe, like, within the last year or so. Yeah. And that actually holds up really well.
It so does.
And I'm not just saying that because it's, my, childhood and all that crap. But it actually does hold up well. And it's got serious parts. But, I mean, it was definitely, a kid's movie.
Yeah.
So... they can do that. It's like, you can do it. I don't want to hear any crap that you can't. But just that would be so awesome if they got something. I'm not saying they need to make the same movie, but just something along those lines. Like, just, I don't know, get some better screenwriters or something. I don't even know how many screenwriters were on this movie. But because you can do it, and I love the way the turtles look now. I think it's great. I think they look great, like the animation and stuff. Them interacting with people, that looked fine, and their banter was good and stuff.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
So, if you take that and you just get a good storyline going, like, oh my god, I would be really psyched for that.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that's just to me it's just funny because I was like, I'm gonna hate the way the turtles look. The whole movie's gonna suck.
And that's the one thing that was perfect.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like. Yeah, who would have thunk it? Yeah, that one part when they're in the elevator and they're like trying to relieve the stress.
That was hilarious. That was great.
It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then kind of weird, but Johnny Knoxville from Jackass does the voice of Leonardo. Like,
yeah, I would have never guessed. I was like, what? Yeah.
That was really weird, yeah.
And someone asked me if Corey Feldman apparently did the voice of Leonardo. Was it Leonardo?
Well, he did Donatello back
Donatello.
in the day.
Maybe it was Donatello, yeah. Because when I was a kid, I didn't care about the voices. I'm like, these turtles are awesome.
No, I didn't either.
But when I was like, I don't think I'm pretty sure it was not him. I think it was someone else.
No, because I checked the cast list and I didn't really recognize. There's some young kid actors, but I don't know.
But the voices were really similar, and the voices fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought they were fine.
Yeah, everything fit perfectly. It was amazing. I mean, like I said, if you just
yeah, exactly. It's they were. I want more of the turtles.
Yeah.
And they did have a song at the credits, but of course it's not as good as the Ninja Rap song.
Go Ninja.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a fan of the TURLT whatever power. That's the one, the Turtle Power song. That was the best one in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Like we said in the beginning, the storyline's horrendous. The editing is horrendous. I didn't like the score either.
No.
The score, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see who did it. But I felt like it was really I'm really aware that this music doesn't fit.
Exactly. I don't even remember. And that's how when I was a kid, that's how I would identify with the movie, or how I would relate the movie, or how I would relate how I felt about the movie. Was the score. The score kind of made it feel magical or adventurous or whatever. And I don't remember the score at all except for the last song because it was
You're
weird.
about to get shell-shocked. Yeah, just kept yelling it.
So that's the only thing I remember is I don't remember anything else about the music.
I couldn't hum any of the music for you or anything, but I just remember when I was watching it, I was like, I don't like this score at all.
Yeah.
So
Totally blocked it out.
Yeah, I don't know. That's our review of Turtles. Not as bad as I thought, or you thought, but not good.
It was total purgatory.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Great, not so bad.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're a fan, I can't in good conscience say you have to go see this in the theater. I mean, if you have money you want to burn, or
matinee.
Yeah. Go before noon for $6 then. So yeah, do that, I guess. But all right, cool. Well, thank you for reviewing this with me.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it was good. I wanted to get. Monica, unfortunately, is traveling right now, and she's in Boston. Oh. But no, she's not going to go see the movie, and I wanted to do this with somebody from the same background, like the childhood background about the turtles and stuff, to get a good perspective. Cool. Well, now I know you got some stuff online and a website. So if somebody wanted to check out your work, where would they go?
Well, if you go to, I just revamped my website. It was excruciating, but I made it. I'm finished. But it's just www.sholorobo,
SHOLOROBO.com.
Yeah. And then all my other sites are there, like Redbubble, Etsy, Store Envy, all that stuff.
Cool. And you're on Facebook and Twitter too?
Yes, Facebook and Twitter, and that is there also. If you want to follow me, that'll be awesome.
Cool. Yeah, she does a lot of arts and crafts type things, and these really interesting looking dolls. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, you can find her on all those places. Just look for Sholorobo. Yeah. And if you want to send us any feedback on this episode, if we have any Turtles fans, we'd love to hear if you did see the movie, what you thought of it. But you can email us at damselsinDebate@gmail.com, or just leave a comment on our website, damselsinDebate.com. And you can find us on Facebook and Twitter And we're also on iTunes and Stitcher. And soon we will be on YouTube.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So you'll be able to check us out on all those places and rate and review and subscribe and all that crap. But yeah, definitely give us some comments, your feelings on this movie, because we're very interested to hear. So yeah, that's it. Thanks again for coming.
Again, my pleasure.
Cool.
Ninja, ninja.